Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about strategy. If you're new to the game or you've been in it for a while, these packs are the best to get. Depending on what Pokemon you want to play, these usually come. Now, I'm not going to open all of these. We'll just eeny, miny, moe it. Pick one because they all consist of the same thing. It has a 60 card deck, fully ready to play. 3 reference cards, 1 rule booklet, a single player playmat, damage counters, 1 large metallic coin, 1 deck box, 1 strategy sheet, and a code for the online game, as usual. So these I say are the best to get into because it shows here 1 Pokeball. So I guess you can say it's as the least difficult to play it as, like, specifically strategy wise. And you'll see what I mean once I open it. So let's go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ooh, with the doggy. Lycanroc. Okay, so before we get into it, it says here, as 1 Lycanroc, 3 Dugtrio, 4 Diglett, 3 Galarian Sirfetch'd, 4 Galarian Farfetch'd, 2 Steelix, 2 Onix, 2 Sudowoodo, 2 Bug Catchers, 2 Cooks. It has basically everything you need to form your strategy, as I say, and including the energy. And we'll just go over really quick how this would be possible. Now, I say these are the best ones to get into because it also has everything else. And trip out on this. This here, before we get into this, is the playmat they all come with. Now, these down here, these are the playmats we usually use. Well, the ones I usually see at competitions. You know, people know where the cards go. But that's another reason why these decks are so good for starters, or for someone who just wants to get, like, into the game that hasn't played it, just has been collecting cards, but would like to play it. These decks are 100% ready to go. You could always tweak them just a little bit, but as you can see, it even comes with this to also remind you what it is that you need to do during every turn. So, you know, draw a card, put a basic Pokemon on your bench, attach an energy, retreat your active Pokemon, evolve a Pokemon, play a trainer card, use abilities, and attack would be the last part of your turn. So yeah, really cool on that part. There is one other product I will be talking about later that is phenomenal to start playing with, but let's just check everything out here. Nice Lycanroc. Coin. We have the quick start rules, just in case you really don't know, like, anything. Shows you also the opponent's mat and turn for turn. Yeah, these are really cool. Okay, let's see what else I have in here. Yes. This talks about specifically Lycanroc. Let's see what it says here really quick. Attack, then rest. Some of the Pokemon in this deck can do incredible amounts of damage so long as they don't attack on the next turn. Yes, I'm familiar with those. Heavy hitters, a swift escape, evolve. a swift escape. Sometimes you will want to retreat your active Pokemon to prevent it from getting knocked out. Other times you will want to switch your opponent's active Pokemon onto their bench, especially if it's posing a serious threat. Escape ropes do both, but it can be tricky to use properly. Make sure the Pokemon you switch into your active spot is ready to attack. Yeah, strategy. Fitting. Oh, nice. These come with these cardboard markers, hit markers, as opposed to what I would use in competition. Let me show you really quick. For competition, I usually carry these hit markers around. So these have the numbers on them. What we usually get from the Elite Trainer boxes, essentially, that's what I carry around. But these are cool. Heck yeah. What else? The reference card, and in between here is most likely going to be the TCG Live card. Yeah, basically the same thing. What you can do during your turn. And here we go. Here's the card. So, one of the reasons why I totally dig Lycanroc is because, as you can see, he's quick to attack. 1 energy. So on your first turn, you can deal out 40 damage. And if you're going up against another Pokemon V, you could use a choice belt, and then you'd end up having another 30 damage. So, okay, I just opened this up. Sorry I didn't do it on camera. And let's see here. So we get energy, because he is fighting energy. Here we go. We get a Great Ball. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon in there. Put it in your hand. See, this is slightly better than the Nest Ball, because this can put it into your hand, not necessarily straight onto your bench. So you don't know if you want it to get knocked out right away. Here's a Diglett. Flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from the effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Nice. So, taking a little gamble. There's a Galarian Surfetch'd. Another one with 1. Oh, but this is stage 2. I'm looking at the energy and the attack. Oh, and it's already shuffled, it looks like. Oh, wow, yes, that is so cool. Totally ready to play. Nicely shuffled. Alright. So we're going to be getting some Pokemon, some trainers, and then some energy. So, Douche Trio. I'm just going to go the Pokemon real quick. These usually, if you're forming up your own deck, it would always matter who is going to be your heavy hitter. That's what's going to determine who's going to be your backup Pokemon. So, as of now, I'm sticking to strategy pertaining to item cards, trainer cards, stadium cards. Because that's what really makes everything happen. So here we go with Evolution Incense. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon. See what I mean? Let's just say you get what you need with the Greater Ball. Bada bing. Then you need to take your next step. Evolution Incense. You got what you needed as a basic, and then you start needing to evolve. Shauna. Shuffle your hand into your deck. Then draw 5 cards. That if you don't get what you need, bada bing. You got to keep it moving. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Draw 3 cards. You got it. You have to be able to get what you need If not, then you're just going to be sitting there with the original 6 cards in your hands and just pulling one every, let's see, like, and that's why things like this exist. Draw 2 cards. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, draw 2 more. See, so it's always beneficial to get your deck just moving, you drawing. That's the best strategy point you could always have in any gameplay. Like, you have to get those cards out of your deck. Sometimes there's Pokemon that have abilities that help you do that, but that's far and few and in between, depending on what energy you're trying to run. In this case, see, another draw 3. Then a Diglett, Energy. Sudowoodo. You got draw 2 cards. See what I mean? He's basic. 1 energy. Let's just say you have this guy on your active because he's the only one that you got. Thank God you didn't mulligan, but he was the only basic you got. And then he goes into your active spot. You can't attack right away. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but draw 2. See, that's always beneficial. You want to be able to do that. Another great ball. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon you find there. Put it in your... Okay. Onyx. We have Sonia. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. Yes, sir. And... Oh, I'm sorry. Or up to 2 basic energy cards. Yes, that's another thing. You have to have the energy to be able to attach every round. Healing. 30 damage with this potion. Definitely sometimes you need to take care of a little bit. Heal 70 damage from your active Pokemon. Wow. Wow, I don't think I have this guy. And he's still usable. That's the letter E right there. Oh, wow. Hey, this one might go into one of my decks. Yes, that's really good. Oh, here's the escape rope that Paper was talking about. Each player switches their active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. So see, this is a double-edged sword. But it depends how dull your side's going to be. If you got your one set up. Bug Catcher, draw 2 cards, flip a coin. If heads, draw 2 more. Now, personally, anything that has to do with flipping coins and its uncertainty, I mean, yes, I am a gambling man, but I'm not going to gamble that much. If I can have a card that says, do this, instead of, hey, you might be able to do this, then I'll have the first one. I want to do things. I don't want the possibility of another escape rope. Shauna, yes, shuffle your hand onto your deck, then draw 5 cards. Some people might not see the value of this one right away, but when you're in a little, I guess you can call it stalemate, you don't have anything to do with the cards that you have in your hand, this will save the day most of the time. Another Bug Catcher, another Great Ball. Yeah, anything that's more useful, like the Great Balls, you want to have all 4 of them, because you can only have 4 of one specific card in your 60 card deck. So you can only have 4 of these, you can only have 4 of these. Same thing with Pokemon, you can only have 4 of those. So if it's something as useful as a Great Ball, definitely. Another draw 3. Gym Trainer says, draw 2 cards if any of your Pokemon were knocked out. Yes, sir. That's the second one we see. I bet we won't see another one. This is another Evolution Incense. Definitely need that one. Multiples of those. Onyx. Go. Let's see what I mean. Greater Ball. And, okay. And a draw 3. There you go. You know what? Yeah, let's open one more. But on another video, we'll talk about strategy. Specifically with him, Lycanroc. I don't have his evolution at the moment. This deck is the only one it comes with, which is why they're as inexpensive as they are. I failed to mention one of these at your local card shop should be about $20, tax and everything 25. But if you get them from the Pokemon Center, I believe they're less than $20 if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're not all available that you might be able to find at your storefront card shop because they get sold out. Yeah, they get sold out on Pokemon.com, the Pokemon Center. And because this, I forget which one I picked up. I think it was the Deoxys. This is not available in the Pokemon Center online. But just to go through this really quick, strategy-wise, see Switch card. This other one didn't have that. They do share Sonia. And Hop, Gym Trainer, Great Ball. See, these both of these decks have 4 Great Balls on them. These right here. Yeah, very useful. In my opinion, the only thing the Ultra Ball and Nest Ball. Oh, was it Great Ball? Yeah, no, Ultra Ball. Where you get to discard 2 cards from your hand, and then you can go into your deck and get any Pokemon you want. That's, if I remember correctly, that's the Ultra Ball. That, if anything, here I'm working on my electric deck at the moment, and I think I have one to yes, Ultra Ball. You can use this card only if you discard 2 others from your hand. See, and now this specifically, I'm using it with this because in my electric deck I'm using the Marpico V Union, and the only way you can use that is if you have all of the cards first in your discard pile. So my strategy in this deck would be, in order to get something that I can use at the moment, I'll be able to discard these 2, which would be necessary in order to use them later. If you're not familiar with the V Union, I'll have a video on that some other time. But that's it for today. I will be reviewing the next best thing to get into the game with. This right here. Damn, it doesn't even fit. It's the Battle Academy. Easy to learn, fun to play. All details in the next video.